It's a battle for the future of Turkey. Parties across the political spectrum fighting to get the most seats in parliament, but also to win the presidency. A sea of Turkish flags gives this event a patriotic feel. But this is a political rally organized by the opposition CHP for Muharrem Ince. The 54-year-old former physics teacher is the CHP's presidential candidate. He says he stands for all Turks, not just the CHP. And the absence of CHP party flags and signs here is designed to drive home his point.
Olmaz. Hayır olmaz. Olmaz. Onu sandıkta yeneceğim, merak etmeyin.
Izmir might be a CHP stronghold, but Ince knows he can't afford to take any chances even here. He's rallying up the crowds here in a impassioned speech by Muharrem Ince, who is the CHP, the main opposition CHP's candidate for president, and the crowd here is going wild. For his supporters, Ince is the answer to all of Turkey's problems.
When Muharrem Ince becomes the president, there won't be any discrimination. People will be reunited.
I want peace, justice, rights, laws. I want all citizens to be equal.
In order to win, Ince will have to reconnect with the CHP's traditional base to convince them to trust the party once again. Families like the Akyazis, they moved to Izmir from Istanbul in search of a more relaxed, liberal lifestyle. They found it here in Urla, one of Izmir's suburbs. 2 years later, sitting on their patio, they share their concerns about the future.
Our life in Istanbul was quite comfortable compared to most of the people. Our house was quite close to our jobs. We were living in a good neighborhood, but we still got uncomfortable from the environment. We wanted to live in a place where you can talk with people, say hi to them, and because my wife is from Izmir, I used to study here. We decided to come here.
Arda, you've moved with your parents here 2 years ago. How has the transition been for you?
It's been tough for me in the beginning because my whole life was in Istanbul. So when we moved to Izmir, it was a shock for me at first. But when my education life started here, when I found some friends, I felt better and I noticed how Izmir is actually a more comfortable city.
Naza, we've heard Arda and Ercan's reasons for moving here. You're originally from Izmir, right? It took your husband a year to convince you to move to Izmir. How were you convinced?
It's been hard. It really took 1 year. My only concern was for our son Arda. He was studying in a good school in Istanbul. We researched about the school he's attending now. It's a French college. We knew that the quality of education here is not as good as in Istanbul. Despite that, we decided to move here.
Are you hopeful about Turkey?
No, değilim.
Why?
My hopelessness is not completely because of the politicians that are governing the country. Turkey is becoming more radical, more ignorant every day. This ignorance has dominated the country right now. I'm quite hopeless because of that, and I think it's going to get worse day by day, instead of getting better.
Would you guys be happier if a CHP government was in power?
I don't know. CHP doesn't give any hope to me. I don't feel engaged with them and their leader, even though they have good educated staff. If CHP comes into power, at least freedom of thought could improve. Or at least it may look like it's improved.
So why is the CHP's base so disillusioned, and what can be done to bring them back to the fold?